Hey guys, what's up? So there's no easy way to say this, but for the last couple of weeks, I've been suffering from SUGMA. Don't worry though, because if you drop a like right now, I'll be cured, and even better, I won't make a SUGMA joke. Yo, what's going on everybody? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back to another video and thank you so much for stopping back by. Now in this one we're going to take a bit of a deeper dive into Warzone's new map that should be releasing around the first season's launch in Call of Duty Vanguard. We know for a fact that Verdansk is going to be gone. Verdansk is going to be replaced by a World War II style Warzone map, which I'm really excited for. But something a lot of people don't seem to think about is Rebirth Island. Rebirth Island, what's going to happen to that? Are we going to get a replacement? Is it going to remain the same? Who knows? But in this video, we are going to try and put together all the evidence we have to figure out what's going to be of the Rebirth game mode once Vanguard launches. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and drop a like if you're new. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get on with it. So first, let's rewind a little bit to take a look at the history of Rebirth Island. So it came about when Call of Duty Cold War officially integrated with Warzone. It is an exact replica of Alcatraz Island in the San Francisco Bay in California. The real-life Alcatraz was a military fortification, a military prison, and a federal prison. The federal prison on the island operated until March 21 of 1963, which is interesting because if you assume that the main part of Alcatraz was done historically in 1963, but you take a look at the time frame that we are in for this actual Rebirth Island map, it says 1968, so just bear that in mind for a future point. Rebirth immediately became a fan favorite and became the personal preferred mode in Warzone for many people because of the smaller map, the fast-paced gameplay, and of course, respawning and being much more generous when you die and giving more chances. Because of this, there's surely no way they would not include another Rebirth game mode, albeit even on a different map, when they come about and replace Verdansk. Now, remember when I said the federal prison on Alcatraz, the reason for which it's really famous, began in 1934? Well, this game is set post-World War II, which would be about 1945, 1946, Vanguard that is, and so that's sort of the theme we're going to be dealing with in Call of Duty over the next year or so. Lo and behold, 1945 to 46 is pretty much dead smack in the middle of the time frame that Alcatraz was popping. So while it is confirmed that the standard Battle Royale map is going to be replaced, maybe there's a chance Rebirth Island could simply get an update and get reverted to like the 1946 version of the map, because it was definitely around, and I would imagine there wouldn't be a whole lot of changes on that island between 1945 to 1963 or even 68 where it's set in right now. Either way, I'd be fine with it. I mean, I'm very much used to this map because Rebirth has become my favorite game mode and I pretty much only play Rebirth, so it would be nice to have a familiar map, but also by the same side of that coin, it would be nice to have a fresh map, a new place to explore the same way that the people playing normal Battle Royale are going to have, so I'm torn. Either way works. I just ultimately want Rebirth to stay in the game because it is, in my opinion, the best game mode, and I know a lot of people agree. Like I said, it's just something I haven't seen a lot of people talking about. People are so concerned about the new map replacing Verdansk, and rightfully so, it's exciting, but Rebirth is a huge part of the game too, and we definitely don't want to see it go anywhere, so let me know your thoughts on Rebirth in the comments below. Now, if you've watched my videos in the past couple of days, you might realize that I've spoken about this image several times, where apparently it is an Easter egg for the upcoming map that is going to replace Verdansk. Ironically enough, it does look a lot like Europe, but it's definitely not perfect. You can make out the country of Poland that is almost the exact same outline as Poland. You can kind of make out a couple of other countries too, but you really can't make everything out, so it has a vague reference to the European theater, but really who knows what it is or if it even is an Easter egg for the new map. Apparently it wasn't added as recently as we might have thought. It's been in the game a while, as you can see this post on Reddit that I found on Twitter, but just because it was posted earlier doesn't mean that it's not an Easter egg of some sort. And that's where you guys come in. Take a look at this map one more time and see if there's anything that you can notice about it that you could point out that may be any indication at all. Now, again, I might be reading too far into this, but it is very, very interesting. It does bear a resemblance to Europe, and Europe was a large part of World War II, and would make sense for there to be a lot of fighting going on there in Vanguard and maybe even in Warzone. From a historical perspective, you've got all sorts of sites in France and Germany and Belgium and even the UK that you could do for Europe. Then you've got the Pacific Theater with Pearl Harbor, Iwo Jima, island hopping, and those are just a couple of the ideas that they could use for actually putting together a different Warzone map. I know the idea of having a World War II Call of Duty and a World War II styled Warzone may not be everyone's favorite or first idea, but I do think that it's going to be a really good year, and I think all of the things that Activision has been saying overall is really, really great, including the anti-cheat coming soon, which is going to drastically improve the quality of the game overall when you're not running into hackers nearly as often as you do. Speaking of that very anti-cheat, it looks like Season 1 of Vanguard is going to be dropping on November 23rd, and it looks like that is when the full-on integration is going to happen between Warzone and Vanguard, whereas the whole new map comes into play and like the full arsenal of weapons from that game comes into play. I know there's a couple guns that you can use on day one if you've got the correct pre-orders, but it looks like the giant integration is coming with the launch of Season 1 of Vanguard and not the launch of the game on the first day it drops, which is only about 2.5 weeks to wait after the game drops. Not too bad. Now, it also looks like the anti-cheat is going to come out with the launch of Season 1 rather than the launch of the game itself. So again, like another 2.5 weeks to wait. Again, not too terrible. We'll live. If we've lived this long without it, we'll wait another week or two. It'll be fine. If there's one thing I definitely want to get across to you guys in this video, it is that I love Rebirth Island, as I'm sure many of you do, and it needs to stay in the game no matter what. I think the reception to Rebirth has been way greater than even the developers would have anticipated with how much people love it over normal BR. The fast-paced gameplay is just something iconic in this game, I will say that much. So I really hope Rebirth stays in the game. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate that. We're coming at you each and every day with the latest and greatest Call of Duty Warzone content, so make sure to hit that notification bell to never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and peace, guys.